Join me as I take on the challenge of restoring this Snap-on roll cab to its former glory, and in the process we are going to change it from red to black. The model of this toolbox is a KRA2007. Now it's a 26-inch wide roll cab. Now I've owned this for quite a long time and it has been sat up in storage. Now as you can see, it hasn't fared very well. There's quite a lot of rust and a couple of the drawer runners are pretty much failed. So the plan is going to be to take this back to almost bare metal, get some primer on it and then repaint it black. Now this will also give me a chance to have a go with a spray gun before I try and paint anything on my Mark 1 Golf. So like I said, the plan is to get it all cleaned up. There is a couple of areas where it has been welded before, because I used to have this in a van back in the day, and just obviously with the weight that was in it, it has broken a few of the welds, so I have repaired that. But again, it was an in-field repair, so it just got welded and that was as far as it got. So I need to take them welds down as well before we think about putting any paint on it. But the first job is going to be to get it all washed down and get all the rubbish and yak, because it is full of rubbish and crap. So we need to get all that out and then give it a wash down first. So I'm just taking the drawer slides off here. So basically you need to get the hole lined up with these two tabs. The back one kind of hooks into the void there, so it stops the slide popping up. So you just need to kind of bend it in over a bit and then it should pop up like that. So it just flicks up and pulls out. And here's one I did earlier. So that is the little tab there that you need to kind of pull in over to then pop. Obviously it hooks on there, and then obviously that one slides in, so you need to kind of lift it up and forward to get the slide out. Now I think, so I'm going to take these out one at a time, keep them all together and give them all a good clean up and grease up. But I've definitely got one completely knackered, and I think there might be another one that's just about knackered, but we'll get them out and have a look. So next we'll just get a bit of clean eddy degreaser and just see if we kind of get a bit more of this grease off before we start any sanding. Right, well that is everything stripped down, cleaned. Obviously I've just been cleaning the grease off the drawers and inside there. Also took the lock mechanism out and I've took all the stickers off, took the glue off the tar glue remover. So next thing is we're now going to shift everything through into the grinding painting area so I can start sanding everything down. Right, well, where we're at now is I have sanded off the main frame of the roll cab. Made a little mistake there as I started off with too coarse a grit of sandpaper on my sander, which has took us quite a bit of time to get it back. Started with 80, whereas I should have started with about 180, so I made a little mistake there, but I think we've got it back to where we need to be. So I'll give you a quick look at that now. Second thing that's gone wrong is I was going to use an epoxy primer because that was what I had, but when I've opened the tins last night, one of them is basically gone, you know, it's got hard lumps in it. I've stirred it and stirred it and stirred it and stirred it, but it's still not kind of breaking it down the hard lumps. So I had to order some more primer. So what I've done is I've just ordered a cellulose high build primer and some normal etch primer. So the bare metal bits, I'll put the etch primer on, and then I'll do a full coat or two with the high build primer, and then we'll do the black cellulose top coat. But right, I'll give you a quick look now. Right, so this is where we are kind of up to with the main roll cab. So I've sprayed a little bit, some of the rust in the bottom of here couldn't get kind of fully back to bare metal, so I've just sprayed it with some rust converter, and you can see it goes a kind of a blue colour when it's converted the rust, so that should be okay to etch prime over the top now. But yeah, I think it's kind of looking not too bad. But since my plan was to get use the epoxy primer and get this painted this weekend, and then when that was kind of painted, I could, well, once it kind of dried up a little bit, I could have wheeled it out of this bit and then started on the drawers. But since we are at the weekend and I haven't got any primer or acid etch primer, I'm kind of stuck with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to crack on and get all the drawers sanded down, so then I can paint everything next weekend. Right, well, where we're up to now probably hasn't took all that long in the video, but in real terms, I shall let you know how long we've spent doing what we've done so far. So what I've done is I've sanded everything down. The areas that you can see, I've gone up to 240 grit just to give it a sort of, you know, best type of finish possible. But just to give you an idea at timescales, the main cabinet, I've probably spent about 6 or 7 hours on that alone. And then each drawer, because obviously you've got, you know, inside, all the sides on the inside, all the outsides, a few little kind of bits you can't get at very well, so it takes a bit of time to kind of sand everything down. I've probably spent 1.5 hours to 2 hours nearly on each drawer. And there is 7 drawers, so this is turned into a way more time consuming job than what I had thought of originally. But just so you know where we're up to, everything's sanded, and just the areas where the kind of rust is impregnated a bit more into the metal, so it didn't come back to perfect bare metal with sanding. I've just hit them areas with this Genelite rust converter just to give it the best chance before we'll go over the bare metal bit with the etch primer. So that is the next step, is to hit all the bare metal bits with etch primer. Right, now that is all the etch priming done on the toolbox, so we are going to move on to the high build primer. Now the high build primer I've got is just cellulose, and so I've got thinners, so we'll get that mixed up now. It's basically a 1-to-1 mix, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 250 ml of paint and then 250 ml of thinners, so that'll give us half a litre of paint to go in the spray gun. So we'll get that mixed up now and then get some primer on the toolbox. Well, just another disaster update, I suppose. Well, we'll call it a disaster because I basically ran out of primer. So what I managed to do was I managed to get the main cabinet part, a couple of layers onto it, or a couple of coats onto it. And then what I did with the drawers was I started painting the underside of them all first. So I did a couple of coats like that of the bottom side, just obviously trying to figure out how to hold them so you can paint them in the garage is a bit of a problem. So I thought I'll do the undersides first. And then once they're all like dried, I can flip them over, paint the kind of the top side, and then sit them around dry. So I'll show you where we kind of are with all of the drawers. So I've got 3 kind of ready for the top coat, and then there is 1, 2, 3, 4 drawers that need another good couple of layers of undercoat before we get to top coating any of them. So unfortunately we are stuck yet again, and I think the 4 drawers haven't done because it's going to be another week before I can get on any more paint. The paint that's on will be, it'll have gone off too much, so the bits where it overlaps I'll have to give a light rub down just to key the surface again, and then get some more undercoat on. To be honest, this one has really tested my patience a little bit just because of making slight mistakes in terms of ordering the right amount of paint, ordering the paint in the first place, or not checking the paint I had in the first place. And we are going through another weekend, and I've certainly questioned a few times on whether I should have bothered starting this job at all. But anyway, we're getting a bit of practice spray painting, which is a worthwhile thing to do, especially with the Mark 1 Golf kind of painting that I'm going to be doing on that. So it is good to get a bit of a play with a spray gun. But anyway, I hope you've liked what you've seen so far of this one. Obviously in the next episode it'll be the kind of finishing off the painting, full reassembly. I've still got the drawer runners to sort. I've still got the kind of badge to do something with. I need to get some trim sorted out for the drawers once it's all assembled. So I've still got a fair bit to do, but that will be all in the next video, which I will link that on screen now. So hopefully if you're watching this in the future, the second video should be able to play straight after. But anyway, thanks for watching this one, and we'll see you in the next one.